Feels like love, Cupid made a shot.
Hi guys, welcome back. Today we have an exciting unboxing from MelodySusie. It is their 16-year anniversary. Give them a big happy anniversary down in the comments. Congratulations, MelodySusie. That is amazing. Woo woo! Happy birthday to you. That is so cool. So this campaign is official. It is launching now. They started August 13th. So it has been kind of like the warm-up part of the campaign, and it is officially on the August 20th, which we are ready and here for it. Cutest little pamphlets. They always have the cutest little extras. Again, they're little like stickers. I love these things. I have a million of them. I'm gonna start putting them in our treat boxes because I feel like I'm just hoarding them on everybody. But they're so cute. Or maybe I should I really think I should decorate one of my little carts or something with stickers. That could be really cute too. Again, all of MelodySusie's socials, and you can use my discount code. I'll pop it up and it'll always be in the description to save yourself some moolah. And then they have this amazing pamphlet. I know I say, I talk about this on every video that I'm using MelodySusie, but I love it. I think you should definitely keep it. It's always good as a little reference to go back and see the colors. They have a different style of polishes out. The flurry ones are really cool. They're plant-based. And I know they just dropped some new ones too. Yeah, they're not in here though, but they did drop some new ones, so this will probably be updated eventually with that. All of their little drills and all that. But let's get into what you really came here for. This limited edition MelodySusie box. This is her anniversary box. Again, it's limited edition, so get your hands on it as soon as it drops. It should be right now live on the site, so go over and grab it. It's only so many is gonna be out there and last. So this is the SM320G Nail Drill. That sounds crazy. Okay, that's okay. It's like a present. Ooh, I'm so excited. I have not seen it. I have not, obviously not peeked because she's all wrapped up here. So I'm super excited to see everything that they have in this box. And then of course we will do some nails with it. Oh, you're fancy. I always love their packaging in general. They always have really sturdy boxes. Okay, you ready? Slowly. Ooh, oh, I love that little tissue paper. You have a beautiful little tissue paper. That is so pretty. The little things, I swear, it's the little things. So you get a nail drill. Ooh, you get a nail drill in here. All your instructions, I highly recommend if you've never used any of their nail drills, please go over your pamphlet. Make sure that you know all what it says and does. And they're all different too. Okay, plug and play. Okay. I honestly sometimes need to go over them as well because they always are adding new features to them. And sometimes I'm like, what does this do? What does that do? Okay, cool. I see a drill. Okay, we'll get to that first, but it looks like there's like a little side piece. Oh, it's a box full of treats. Okay, we're gonna get to that too. Let's look at this drill though, because I think this is like the cherry on top of the sundae. That's what I'm gonna say. Sounds better than what I was trying to say. This looks so sick. Oh my god, that is so cool. Okay. Just gonna set that box over to the side for a second. Okay, oh my god. For one, okay, you have the clamp so it can clamp to your apron or anything like that. I do like that. I like that it's just like there, but it's also like gives it a little bit of like a little leverage, and then it has the grip. So if it's sitting on your desk, it's not gonna go anywhere. Okay. Oh wow, that's so cool. Look at that. Actually, with their name. Oh, I hate that you can't see this. Can you see? Silly lights. Oh, did you get it? It's hard to see, but MelodySusie, then their name comes up. Okay, but I love that it sits like this. Actually, it's very retro now. So it has a nice little like angled, so you don't have to worry about it falling. Sometimes they're just sitting there. I really like that it's up a little. Okay, let's get the hand piece, or the cord part of it to the hand piece. Oh wow, they have so many goodies in here. We're gonna get into the goodies in a minute. Okay, so this is a little piece to go on the side of the drill. And then you can put your handpiece in it, which it could sit like this right on your desk. Like, that's actually what I'm really liking. I love that. Okay, where's the cord? Here we go. That was my bad. I kind of pushed that in a little hard. You stay there. You stay there. Turn it back on. Okay. It goes up to 35. Woo. You have your pause, which I love a drill that has a pause. So you do have your pause button. 2 clicks, yep, it's pretty standard like their other ones. We'll give you a reverse. So I recommend put it in pause, double click, then put it in fast forward or reverse. Don't do what I just did. Double click, and then you're good. It's not good just to go from fast forward. It's not good to go from forward to reverse without pausing it. In my opinion, I think it's just kind of gonna like, that's a lot for a motor, right? So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Pause it, double click, and you will, unpause it, and then you'll go back into forward. So I'm gonna leave that pause for now. Am I just not, oh, that's my bad. Okay, I didn't let it click. That is so pretty. I love that. Like, that can just sit on your desk just like that. And then your dial, and then off. That is just legit so pretty. Okay. Let's see what other goodies are in here. Oh, super cute. So we have some pearls. They're all different colors. That is really cute. I don't think I have anything like that. Adorable. And then we have some cute little rhinestones. Okay, cute, cute. Ooh, they're MelodySusie files. I absolutely love their wooden files. I recommend when you're over there, grab a bag of them. They're my go-to. I love them. So this is not a wooden file, but this is 100 and 180, which will come in handy for later. Little pair of tweezers, could never go wrong. The cutest little brush. Okay. Ooh, it's so soft too. So a nice little dust brush. This will be really good for like chrome in that because it's actually like a little dense. Love. OMG. Look at this. That is so cute. A little kit for everything you need for cuticle work and nail prep. Oh, wow. Okay. This I'm super excited for. We'll get into that in a second. We have their charging block for their drill. Now, one thing I love that MelodySusie does is that all of their drills use exactly the same thing. So you don't have to have 17 cords laying around. You can just use the one cord. I don't think there's any difference. Let me check. Sorry, I had to grab that. This was plugged in. So this one is for my, I don't know, SM320G drill. I don't even know what it is. It's for one of my drills. I know it is, I mark it, but apparently I need to not do that because I can't read it. So it's the same thing, same power supply. Yeah, same everything. So I love that you can just use one. So I can have one plugged in for honestly all of my drills. And that's what I use it for, to be honest. So this is cool. It's always good though to have a backup, but I love that they come with it, especially if you're one that's just buying the drill and you don't have multiple of theirs. I personally just love their drills. They're my go-to. Oh my god, we got so many bits. A nice little ball bit. Ooh, I don't know what all the names of these bits are, but this one looks like it would be really nice for that like skin, that little cuticle skin, and it's kind of like your dry skin around here. Really nice, really nice. Ooh, isn't that so cute? Ooh, I love that. It has a little diamond in it. This is for their mini, little mini mandrels, which is super cute. So 180 grit, nice. And then you have your bag. These are usually an 80 grit. Yeah, I would probably say that's about an 80. Maybe a 180, but it's hard to tell. Oh no, those are definitely 80s. You see how rough that is? Okay, so maybe that's like a 180. And then we have a couple more drill bits. So sick. So we have a large barrel, nice, really good. Medium, I like. This one is so freaking pretty. So this is our series bit S. Safety information, okay. Oh, so that's a fine. Pretty sure red is fine. Oh my god, look at the heart. That is so sick. That'll be nice for when you're just finishing filing. You just want to get right in those edges. I like these ones. This is gonna definitely be a go-to one for me. This one looks a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. I don't normally do acrylic, and I'm saying normally because we're gonna do acrylic in this video. I have one more lesson I need to do for school, so let's do it. And that's a good way to test a drill. The gel's a lot, how do you call it? Sorry, gel's a lot finer than acrylic. Acrylic is a lot harder to go through and file through. Yeah, so she got some teeth on her. What does it say? It's a medium, it's a barrel bit. It just looks a little intimidating, doesn't it? I see you, cute stickers. And then this little guy, super cute. I love these for natural nails because they're so fine. Really cute little bits as well. You get so much in this package, oh my god. And then last but not least, we have some really cute stickers. Oh, they're two different. I thought they were the same. Really cute. Some nice little white flowers. Oh yeah, those are so cute. Even that little blush with like a flower over it, I think could be really cute. I like those blush things. Ooh, these are pretty too. Nice. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh, I like these ones. Maybe we can use these ones today. Those are really pretty too. And then we have some moons, a love, and some stars and dots. Oh, these are so pretty too. These are some really cute stickers. I love that. I actually love that they did the little snow. It's like a little Christmas ornament. That's really cute. Look at them just like glow. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love that. Okay, last but not least, oops, just gonna get this out of my way. It looks like it comes with some nippers. Okay, nice. I've never tried MelodySusie's nippers before, which is crazy to think that actually. Get out. Okay, they line up really nice. You see that? They feel good. Okay, and then you have your remover, which will come in handy for removing the acrylic when I need to do that, and then your cuticle pusher. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice, nice. We're going to have to do a little bit of prep today. So we'll definitely use these. Let me just take everything out. I feel like, I don't know. I always feel like these balls, I actually don't really know what that is for, but I feel like I've always used it to push back. And I feel like it works to push your nails back. I actually don't know if that's what it's for though. I know this is for scraping, right? To get off acrylic or anything, I feel. But maybe it's not. Maybe that's just what I always used them for. Now I want to look that up because I have a couple of these that I've never really used it besides like the ball. But so that's really cool too. We'll actually use these two today to prep. I will give them a quick little sanitize. But we're gonna use all of this stuff in here. I gotta see what we can do. These are really pretty though. I really love that. Love these. These I don't use much, to be honest. You have to be very careful. You can cut yourself very easily. But if you don't use them on your skin, they work wonders to open up little jar lids. I know, they're not really meant for that, but they work great for it. So we have everything we need. The drill is legitly like the most prettiest drill I've seen. I love the look. I love that it stands on its own and it's raised. It's not just a flat drill like wobbling around. Like when they did the clamp, you can tell that they actually made that to sit. because I put the grips on it too. So that will sit on your desk perfectly, but you also can attach it to your apron or anything like that. So, and then this just lets it sit in there perfect. Like perfect. That's crazy. That's a really cool box. Honestly, I love that. I would highly recommend getting that. You get a lot of stuff in it. I said you get actually everything you need to do your nails. I thought obviously I would need my own nippers, but it comes with nippers. You have your file. You can get some nail art, which is really cool, and stickers, and then all your drill bits and your sanding bands. Really cool. And then your little dust brush to clean up all the dust. Super cool. Okay, super cool. I'm going to set up and we are going to get started. I'm going to do some acrylic. That for sure I know what I'm doing. I don't know about the design or anything on top. We might just try to use these little stickers or something just to be cute. Maybe we can do something, I don't know. That might be really pretty. Those are really cute, right? We'll do something. We'll figure something out with all these little stuff here. And yeah, be kind with me. I'm not an acrylic user per se. I'm literally doing this because I have to for school. So I don't get a lot of practice with it as much as I would like. And I will not probably be continuing doing it, to be honest. But yeah, so we're just going to do kind of like, I think I'm going to use some forms. I just want a slight extension and nothing too crazy. I kind of want to keep a little bit more of my natural. So I'm going to try to use some forms and see how that goes. So let's set up for that, shall we? Alright guys, let's jump into prepping my nails. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some basic prep. I don't want to do something too crazy, and to be honest, recently I kind of did my nails, so there's not much that needs to be done. So what I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push back all my cuticles, and I'm going to use the tool that they sent me, the cuticle pusher. Now I'm not going to lie, I'm going to keep it 100% real. I really prefer a rounded out cuticle pusher. These ones can be sharp at the edge, so you do want to be careful with this style of cuticle pusher. So be mindful of that. Be very gentle when pushing back your cuticles, right? You just want to kind of lift that skin and loosen it up a little bit. So be very gentle when you're doing that. So I am going to go in. I just like to use a 240 sanding band, and the mini ones are really handy. So I'm just going to go in and go slightly around my nail proximal fold and just remove all that. This is actually called proximal nail fold. I don't know. I always just call it the other way around. I don't know why. It just always flows better out of my mouth that way. But the proximal nail fold. And then I am going to go over my whole nail with just give it a slight buff. I do want to rough it up a little bit and also just remove the regular nail polish that I have on it. I do have I think it's like the pH bond over top of it, so it kind of dries down as like a regular polish. So I'm just going to go over that a little bit just to kind of remove that as well. Here you do not want to be too rough. It's just very lightly over the whole nail, and I recommend doing this with a gel or an acrylic if you're going to do any extension. No gel or acrylic is going to like a soft surface. It needs something to stick to. So if you have something over it like a regular nail polish or even a how do you call them? I use the D-Gel potion, and it's just like a pH bond, right? Like some like sort of nutrition to go on your nail, but it dries down like a regular polish per se. So anything like that, you're going to want to remove that before you go in with whatever nail art medium you choose to use. So in this video, I'm going to be using the acrylic. This is my final assignment. I am so happy to be almost done with school. Now I have to do an acrylic removal, but I'm not going to put acrylic on my hand and remove it in the same day. I don't recommend anybody doing that with it, whether it be anything really. That's just a lot for your nails and your skin around your nails, just everything to be in. So I'm going to actually wear these nails for at least a week, and I've had them on now for a couple days. I'm not going to lie, like, don't tell no one. I'm not hating the shorties. I know, they're kind of convenient. I still feel like I can't type though. Weird. Texting, my phone hates me. Anyways, I'm going to go in and just snip off any of that dead skin around, any like dead cuticle or extra skin. Be very careful with this. Now again, in my videos, as much as brands send me products, I don't get paid to say anything about the brand or to keep it like, oh, this brand is this brand is amazing. Even though 100% legit, MelodySusie is amazing. I actually am not a fan of these nippers. Now, I just find that they're not sharp enough, and when you're closing them, I like a nipper that takes little force to close it when you're like shutting it to nip off your skin, and the skin should come off really easily. I find this is a little bit of pulling, so I'm not a fan of that. Unfortunately, it's just not really my jazz. But I left this part in here. I want to go ahead and use a form, and I literally left it just to give you giggles because it's a hot mess. I clearly need extreme amount of practice to use forms. I got it on straight, but then it's like it started to move and I'm already like not good with acrylic. So yeah, I just left this in honestly for shits and giggles. I'm not even gonna lie. Just to have a good laugh. I actually just end up not using forms when we get in here in a minute. But yeah, I don't know what was going on. Like, it's so thick. It's so crazy. Good thing we have a drill to use to make sure that we can get these things looking a little bit better because I definitely need it to file. So I'm just going to let you guys watch for a bit and I'll come back in and chat where I think is needed. But don't judge me on this one now because it's bad. I 1,000,000% admit that it's bad. So as you guys watch the struggle, because the struggle is definitely real, I thought I would go ahead and talk a little bit about school and my experience so far. Let me know down below if you want me to do like a full in-depth video of my whole experience of what I've done and everything like that. I'm just going to do a quick little recap. I'm almost done. I'm actually 94% done. So this is one of my last assignments that I need to do on a model, and with this, it's actually a full 100% online course. So this is for me to become a certified nail technician. Quick little information or thing if you don't know, I live in Canada, and some places in Canada, I live in Canada, Ontario, so that's pretty important too. So different provinces have different rules, probably no different than the States have different rules and different places, right? So we actually here, we don't need a license to become a nail technician and actually like do on clients. I'm pretty sure you do need a business license. And then I don't know, I can't think of the name and I just like think in my head. I'd have to actually research it, but it's like, I think it's health and safety. I do believe you would need your health and safety like certificate, I think. Something like that to open up like a salon or these type of things, right? And obviously make sure you're cleaning your implements and all that, and you would need different like hand washing stations and all those things. All those things you definitely do need to have your business and to have clients, to be proper at least, right? But you don't need a license. So when I wanted to get my certificate and just be a certified nail technician, I really just was doing it for myself. I don't know if eventually I will take clients. I don't know what the future holds, to be honest. I know right now I'm just 100% comfortable just doing content. I love creating content, nail content. So for now, that's really all I want to do is just do YouTube and create content for you guys. But I don't know again what the future is going to hold, because who knows? Could you imagine a whole shop? I don't know if I'd want to do people's nails all day. And that's my honest truth. I really don't know if that's what I want to do. I love just being flexible and just like working with brands and showing you guys products and just like doing nails and just, I don't know. So who knows? But anyways, all that is besides the point here. So with that being said, it's something that I wanted to do just for my own personal self and just get a little bit more overall education. Now, prior to doing this, even when I first started, I have gotten different certificates in different things, in different fields of nails, and even an acrylic certificate, if you can believe it. In the very beginning, I actually was okay at acrylic. I haven't touched it in over 3 years, so I'm definitely rusty. Like, look at this. This is crazy. But that being said, I also got like a gel certificate. I got different online certificates, right? I think it's very important if you're going to get into something to give yourself some education, whether it be Udemy has different little courses you can take. There's so many different online courses. There's other nail techs that offer courses that I think are important to try to take if you can. Eventually, I think I really want to get it into and try to take a Gel X one just to really kind of, you know, because I actually do enjoy Gel X. So if I could be like certified at Gel X, that would be pretty cool. But anyways, that being said, I just kind of wanted to do it for my own self. So this school is, again, I was saying 100% online. And with that being said, I actually like that it's 100% online. So it's very flexible for anybody like myself who, I have my own business. I have 2 businesses technically. I have a cleaning business and then I have content creating business. So I need some flexibility. I can't always go to a class and do all that. So this really worked for me. But that being said, they also do have a lot of tutors. Anytime you have a question or anything like that, you can reach out to them and they get back to you very fast. They also have different Facebook groups and stuff like that. So it's called Canadian Beauty School, and I'll put the link down below. I personally like the experience. I like that they covered a lot of different elements. They cover shaping, they cover like different infections. It's a pretty like thorough course, I found. So doing anything online, I feel you really need to be self-motivated. It is very easy to get distracted and not do your courses when you're supposed to. And again, there's a time frame. I think you have a year. You can ask for extra time, and that my year is actually almost coming up. because I did have a few months where I just wasn't doing any of it. I had some family issues, I had different deaths, different things like that in my family. And then I also decided to move, which took a lot of time, and it just puts you in a bit of a funk, I find. So there was a few things, and also a little bit in between, like your models, you gotta wait some time for a grow out because they ask you to do different things. So sometimes it's applications, sometimes it's a rebalance, sometimes it's an infill. So all these things take time, especially, well, depending if you have more than one model. But anyways, you have to do live models in here. You have to do, you can use yourself for some of them, but you do need live models that is not yourself. There's a lot of practicing on just different hands and elements, and there's also written parts of this too. So there's a lot of in-depth stuff for this class and this course that I took. So I really appreciate that. I personally love that about it. Again, if you want me to go really in-depth, I will do a video, or just let me down below if you guys don't want to see it, then that's cool too. But if you are interested, I can do a video going over all of that after I graduate, because it should be pretty soon, and I can tell you like how I felt from the very beginning to the very end. Now keep in mind, when I went into this, I would say I taught myself a lot. I taught myself this whole journey. So I took online courses, I took different things even before going into school, so I felt like I almost like prepared for the test, if that makes sense. Like I studied, so I knew a lot of this stuff, but it was still really cool to go in it and be like, oh wow, like that's what it is. Like I'm not gonna lie, there's some of the parts I only got like 90% right on a couple of the tests where I missed a couple of questions, and I was like, and be very careful because I think they really, you know, those trick questions. Those ones always get me, and I think I did mess up on a couple of them. But it doesn't affect your overall score or anything, so it's kind of cool like how they do it. But I really did enjoy this course. I think, like I said, it fit who I am and what my schedule is. So you really have to figure out what you want and what works best for you. So some people might not learn that way because you have to self-motivate to get this done. It's not going to finish for you. You still have assignments. You have to, put videos in. You have to do pictures in. So that is how they're going to see your work. You have to take tests. You have to do all these type of things, but it's on your own time. So if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. Where a class, you go to a class from this time to this time, and you're kind of doing it in person. So you kind of help with the motivation. All that kind of helps, right? So I think it's really about preference and finding out what works for you. Also, this, I don't believe they offer this in the States. I know they do offer it in some other countries. I believe like Australia and some different places like that. And I think all over Canada they offer it, but there is some other places that do offer it. But I do believe those are places where you don't technically need a license. You can be certified. I think in the States you have to go through like state board and all that, and it's like a licensing. So I do believe it's different. So look around what you need for your location. I think that's super important. So yeah, I would say my overall experience so far has been really, really good with this course. And I'm, like I said, I'm about 94% done, and what it says. And it's really cool. They even give you like a small business little kind of course to do after, so they give you quite a bit, I feel. So it's not free, you do have to pay for it. I think there's different packages, there's art packages, there's a whole whack of stuff. But again, I could get into that a little bit more in depth in a separate video, but let's go back into this video. So now that I've done all 10 of my fingers, I'm gonna go over with, what is that, P something? It's the Fleury collection that MelodySusie sent me a while ago. They have this beautiful, and I mean beautiful, like soft nudie pink, but it has a shimmer in it, so it actually matches this acrylic like beautifully. So all this is going to do is just kind of gloss out those nails, give it a quick shimmer. I absolutely love it. Now this light is my jam. I love this light so much. I used it when I went to a nail workshop recently. That's why the battery is dead, and unfortunately the battery does die on me. But it's so convenient. You can actually flip that whole top piece around to be able to have your one finger in it, like put your right finger in it, or my thumb. It should be on the opposite side if I had it. See, for here it works great. I could flip that top piece and have it the other way when I was doing my right thumb, or sorry, my left thumb. But to be honest, it was already on that side and then other stuff on my right hand side. So, but it's so light and portable that I could just like pick it up and stick my thumb in it. So I had no issue with that. So for the rest of the nails, I'm just going to go down with some of the stickers that was in the box, and I'm just going to kind of jazz these nails up a little bit to make them look super cute and ready for at least a week. I think I've had them for like 3-4 days now, and I'm absolutely loving them. I think they're so cute. Okay guys, so this is what they turned out. I think they're super cute. It's kind of simple but cute, and I needed acrylic for school, and honestly I just felt to do little shorties, so I know I still need to work on my shaping, but I think they're okay. So I must say this drill though is absolutely like a stunner. What I love about it is that it sits just like this on your desk. You can grab this out, you can just turn the dial, do what you need to do. Do you know what I mean? Pause, forward it, whatever, and then just put it back. And it sits just perfectly on your desk. It doesn't roll, it doesn't feel weird, I don't have to move around to get any of the buttons. It's like a perfect little stand within itself. Oh, I love that. To be honest, I'm just obsessed. I'll definitely be using this one from now on. A huge thank you to MelodySusie and a big happy anniversary to you guys. That's so amazing, 16 years. That's awesome. Thank you so much for having me to be a part of the team. I appreciate you guys. And you guys can go over to MelodySusie and use my discount code. Right now they probably have so many amazing sales. Now's the time to probably grab a few things over there. But I love you guys so much. Go check out MelodySusie and all their anniversary sales and discounts and stuff like that. Any other time you can use my discount code. Alright, bye guys.